Hello everyone, I'm Kanishka Gupta, currently pursuing my Bachelor's of Technology from Sri Govindram Seksari Institute of Technology and Science, Indore. I'm doing my BTech from Information Technology Department and I'm in third year. I'm going to give a demonstration of a mini project over HTML and HTML5 and will explain the same that what is HTML. So let's get started. So what is HTML? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, where it acts as a basic building block of the web page. Uh, let's make it analogous to a house where cement and the bricks act as a base or the structure of the house. Paints adds the beauty to the house. Similarly, CSS adds the beauty to the house. To the web page, and HTML makes the basic structure of our web page. To make that house a better place of living, we add lights, we have fans. Similarly, to add functionality to the web page, we have JavaScript. Let's say we want to implement a counter. When we click on the button, the counter increases. So to add such functionalities, we use JavaScript. Next, what it actually means. The hypertext means the linking web pages. This can be internal or external. That is, you can link your web page to the internal web pages, also to the external web pages. And what the markup means is, markup is a special syntax in which you write the HTML file. Okay, and it has elements and tags. Now, what is text and elements? Every HTML file should have elements and tags. It gives proper structuring to the web page and enables and helps search engines to browse the files and properly interpret the content. Moreover, it also helps screen readers to interpret what actually is written over the web page. So every element has its closing tag and the opening tag. This is the closing tag and the closing tag, and the content which you have to display over the web page is written between it, and the whole thing is called an element. Next, here's the list of many HTML tags. We'll use many of them in our demo, which will be seeing after this presentation. So don't worry, I'll explain each of them. Next, what our HTML document actually looks like. This doc type HTML. This whatever it is written is not an element. It's a declaration which says to the browser that the HTML file which you're going to render over the browser is of HTML5 type, or what version of the HTML you are using. It is a kind of flag. Okay, then this is HTML. This is the main or the root element which encloses all the text which you will be writing inside the page. The HTML, the root element, has two major sub tags. These are the head and the body tag. Whatever you write inside the header tag or the head tag do not appears on the web page. Only the title appears. Let me show you an example. Here, the book store which is appearing is the title which you read. Okay, let me show another example. I'm going on the Netflix web page. So the Netflix India watch TV shows and so on, whatever it is written, it's the title of the web page. Fine. Also, header contains many things. Header contains metadata which says and provides information to the browser what kind of language we're using, and many things. The body tag. It's the thing. It's the tag in which you write all the elements, all the content which you want to express over your web page, which you want the users to see. Okay. So this is the boilerplate of a HTML document, and you save all the HTML files in .html extension. Now, as I said, head tag has metadata. It says what kind of character set are we using. It has name as viewport mean. If you're using on the cell phone, it will adjust the content according to that. So these are some of the information which is provided to the browser via the header tag. Okay, then there's a body tag. As I explained, you can have the boilerplate over your VS Code by using exclamation mark and press enter. It will display, or will be using later in our lives while writing the HTML file. Next is the heading tag. From here onwards, I'll be explaining many of the tags which we'll be using inside the HTML file, and it will be crisp and very short. Fine. So the heading tags, there are of many types. This is the hierarchy of the heading tags: H1, H2, H3, and up to H6. The size of the heading decreases as the number increases. So this is the basic syntax of an heading element. Also, for writing the main heading, we will use H1, for subheadings H2, and so. Next is the paragraph. To display a paragraph over the page, we'll use the paragraph element or the paragraph tag. Here is the opening tag and the closing tag of the paragraph. So as I said earlier, the tags are used to add readability to the page. So when the when the screen readers read the page, will easily get to know that this is the heading, this is the paragraph by using these tags. So this is the major importance of using tags in HTML5. Next is the list, where we can also display list over our web page. So these are two types of list which we can display. One is the unordered list and second is the ordered list. In unordered list, all the list points are displayed as bullets. So here you can see the bulleted points. And in an ordered list, the all the list items or the list points are marked as 1, 2, 3, and so. There's a small difference on for writing unordered and ordered list. For unordered list, you have the parent tag as UL, and inside this you have multiple list items or the list tags in which you incorporate the thing which you want to display as one of the point of the list. Right? So this is the parent tag which is named as UL, and inside this there is a list. Also, you can have a nested list like this. So one of the list items is milk and then cheese, and the cheese also have a sub list which displays the types of the cheese, that is blue cheese or feta cheese, and so the others ordered list in which you use OL is the parent tag, and then there are the list items. Okay, so here's the output of both of these code. Next, the comments. Comments do not display on the web page. They are for your use, which you write in your own code. It adds readability to the code. So whenever the next time you'll visit your code, you will get to know. You easily get to know what things you want to write by using this element. What the things you want to display with the web page if you have written this dev element or any of the element. Right? Next is the hyperlinks. So as the name we have read earlier, hypertext markup language. Hypertext, what we have read, it is used to link the web pages to. So here we are linking the web pages. So how we can link the web pages? To link the web page, what we need a element. By clicking on that, we will redirect to a new page, and the link of the new page we want to get redirected. So anchor tag is used to do so. Whatever we write here appears as a text. If we add a button here, button will act as the anchor tag, and when we will click on the button, it will redirect to the page with the link which is written inside this href thing. Okay, href is the attribute. Okay, and we'll be learning attributes. So whatever we write here is the link or is the address of the page will be redirected. Fine. So this is the HTML. So yeah. So one more thing I just want to add this the hyperlinks can be displayed as a text or a button or anything like this. It can also appear as icons. What are HTML attributes? HTML attributes are used to add additional information to the HTML tag. Okay, there are several kinds of attributes. ID attribute. We use ID attribute to identify that tag uniquely. By this, we can manipulate its functioning by using JavaScript and give a unique styling to it. Fine. Then the action attribute is used with a form to tell where the entries which are entered in the form are to be sent. So whatever you enter in the form, if you want to send this some ABC server, you write that address inside the action attribute. Okay. Style attribute. You can you can add styling in the CSS way, but if you want to write styling in your HTML5 only, we use style attribute, and this is written inside the hat tag as we've seen earlier. Fine. Next, we have, as we have seen, every element has its opening tag here and a closing tag. Between this we write the things which you want to display. Okay, so here we have self closing tags also, where we do not have to write, it is not compulsory to write its closing tag. Just write this, it will not give any kind of error. Fine. So here are here are the examples, and I've shown the HR tag and BR tag here. So HR tag is what? To add a horizontal line which is visible on the web page. Okay, and BR tag is used to add a line break over the web page, to add a separation kind of thing. Okay. Next is the image. Image is also a self-closing tag. It has two attributes, the source and the alt attribute. Also, we can have multiple attributes to give the width of the image, height of the image, and so on. Source attribute says from where you have to extract the image. It can be the relative or the absolute path from your PC or computer, or it can be a link of from the Google or anywhere else. Alt is used to provide a basic description of the image. It is not visible on the page until and unless the image is not loaded. Also, it helps the screen readers to read the image, what kind of image it is. Okay. Then next is the HTML forms. HTML form is one of the very important topics here. Okay, so every form you see, it has a name field, a field where you can enter your number, password, a drop down, a radio button, check boxes, and so on. Right. So these forms are made by using the form element. All the form elements like input field or a password field are enclosed inside a parent element called the form. The parent element has two major attributes: the action attribute and the method. Action attribute, as I explained earlier, is used to tell where to send this information, and method is used to how to send the information, what to do with the information sent by the form. Okay, so there are four kind of methods: get, post, put, and delete. So get method is used to fetch the data, whatever you enter in the form. Let's say you entered email ID and the password. So if you have written the get method, it will fetch the data of the user with the XYZ password and XYZ email. Okay, the post is used to add the data inside the database. Okay, put is used to added the data that particular entry, and delete is used to delete that particular entry from the database. Fine. Next are the form elements. There are many form elements which we have paid, and I've shown here a few major ones which we use mainly. Okay, so the label tag. Labeled, what is label tag? It is something like this. There's an input field, as you can see, and here's the first name. Every form element has a label tag which says what you have to enter in that input field, or what you have to do, what you have to write inside that field. Okay, so see here in this tab, this you have to enter the first name. Your first name is written inside the label tag. Okay, to connect the input and the label tag, we use a for and id attribute. Okay, for an id attribute should be same for a input field and the label field. Okay, this is how we connect these two things. There are other form elements too. The select is for a drop down text area to write a larger text, to send larger text, and a button. And so next, I have written various types of input fields. There are various types, like text, you write simple text like your name and so on. The password field, it is a special kind of field where when you write the password, there's a dotted, the password do not appears, it appears a dot, and there's an I toggle button, which when you click on the I, the password displays, and when you again click on the I button, the password disappears and dot again appears in the field. So some the types are used to identify every input field uniquely. So there's submit button, it submits the form. Okay, the reset, it resets the form, whatever, it clears the form. Okay, the radio button, a single checkbox, you can select multiple. Okay, date, that calendar pop-up, if you have seen, where you select the date, time, and you have also uploaded, I hope you have also uploaded the file. So this is the file type input. Okay, what is placeholder? I'll definitely explain these things. Fine. Text area is what, which as I said, the multiple lines when you write the review, or larger paragraph or something like that. Okay, it has label, and it has row. We put rows and columns with it to tell how many rows and columns you want. There's a drop down. There's an example of a drop down. We use options to add options of the drop down. See, we click on the downward arrow, and here it is. Let me show you a few examples. Here's the demo page for you. So whatever the full name you can see, it's the placeholder. It's not a text entered, but you can see it, right? This is the radio button, and here this is the checkboxes. This is the text area. Okay, whatever you can write anything, right? So let's move ahead. Let me give you a basic idea how the form submission works. So okay, whatever you write inside these input will get extracted when you click on the submit button. These are sent via the method you entered. Let's say we have entered the method as post. So what it will do, it will add these entries inside the database. Okay, this is sent to the address which we have written in the action field, and here a record is created of all these entries and stored in the database. So this is just a very superficial idea how the form works. Okay. Next, the container and elements. Containers in HTML. So if we write all the elements separately without enclosing them inside a container, it will be very discrete, and it will be very uh, difficult to identify similar kind of elements. Okay, so there to identify them and to group them together, we use containers. There are two types of containers: the block elements and the inline elements. For the block elements, it takes all the space of the web page, and the inline element takes just the specific space. Okay, I'll show you another example. So this featured, I have given it a special styling. See, it is orange color. I have written this inside a span. A span is an inline element. Okay, I'll use an inspect option to explain it more clearly. See this heading tag, this h4 heading tag, and it takes all the width over the web page. Okay, and see this feature. It have written featured in the side the span button, so it takes the space of the spelling of the length of the spelling. Fine, and h4 is a block element. It takes all the width over the web page. Fine. Let's go back to the PPT. Here it is. Next, there I have given two examples like div element and the span element. Div element is the block element. It takes all the space and it is used to group several kind of elements. And span element is used to identify an element uniquely inside a whole element. Like in the previous example, in the H4 element, I want to uniquely identify that featured spelling. I have for that I use span. This is used to provide a unique styling anything or uniquely identify or put unique functionality to the thing. Okay. Next is the semantics in HTML. Semantics, the semantics is not provided in the older version of the HTML. It is just in the HTML5. Okay, so there are many semantics is used to properly define the web page. So what is header? What is footer? This is the sidebar. This is the navigation panel, or this is one of the section of the of the web page, and so on. This functionality or this kind of elements are not provided in the older version of the HTML. This helps search engines to properly analyze the page. Okay, so here it is, the tags, and this is the one of the example of a web page how you can structure it. It's up to you. Okay, so next, tables. You can also have tables inside the HTML. To write a table, you have a parent tag as a table. Fine. Inside, to write every row, we have tr tag. Inside this tr, we write the data of the cell inside the element called td or th. If it's the header of the table, we use th to write the cell data. For example, here event is written. It is the header, so event is written inside the th tag. And let's say the all these names and all these dates are written inside the td tag as the body of the tag. Okay, there's the caption and more tags. I'll explain it. Fine. This is an example. So as a parent table tag, a caption, the front end developer, this is the caption of the table. Okay, T head is the header, like person most interested in or the age. This is the header. It has a row. Okay, TR tag. As I said, TH is used to write the cell data, person most interested in age, and these are all written in separate tags. Fine. There's the T body of the table, or where all the content in the data is being displayed. Next, we have a footer. The footer has an attribute called column span. The column span and row span means how much column you want, how much column this cell occupies. Okay, it's a column span, and if row span has been written, it displays how much area of how many rows are this cell occupies. Okay, the column span is 2. It occupies 2 columns. Okay, and the footer ends here. So this is a basic format how a table is written inside the HTML. It uses the semantics like t head, t foot. These are the semantics which are the function which are the tags of the HTML files that are not available in the older versions. What are the major differences? The one of the are semantics, as I said earlier. Also, HTML5 supports multimedia, for example, video tags, audio tags, and marquee tags. Next, form enhancements. So, date element, number as input field, and also it has made a special field for email. Earlier, you have to write the email inside the input tag only, which it cannot uniquely identify, but whether you have written the email in proper syntax or not, like you have that domain, that .com and at the rate symbol and so on. So we have this newer input type called email, where if you have not written at the rate, it will automatically pop up that write in proper syntax, like improved API, like geo storage, geolocation and web storage. Older elements like font have been removed. It has made HTML5 has made it more mobile friendly. As I said earlier, you can use Meta Viewport to display it on mobile also. It is flexible and so on. let's now come to the demo. I'll redirect you to the web page directly. I'll use inspect window. Here everything uh, whatever I write in the HTML file, whatever I've written here in the document appears here. Okay. So wherever I go, it did highlight. Let's go. So let's understand this. See the parent element or whole web page gets highlighted. Next is the header tag. Nothing is highlighted as I said. Nothing appears. Whatever you write inside the header tag do not appear on the web page. So nothing gets highlighted there. Fine. Next is the styling, which you add here. The simply writing a name represents this styling has been given to the element with the name body. If you have written body 7 times, you have this element over all the 7 elements. Okay. If you have written dot, this means the elements with the class name container. Mark the thing with the class name container has this thing. Okay. Fine. If I have written here hash means the elements with the ID as this particular name, let's say XYZ, X hash XYZ. This means any element with an ID as hash gets that particular style. So styling we can also write in the CSS also, but just to explain the usage of style tag, I put it in. Okay. Now the head tag is over. Moreover, I just want to tell you the title also. The bookstore I've written here, similarly it appears here. Okay. So this is the body tag. It has header. Yeah. So it has header. Let me explain it. It has a SVG. It is a vector image. Okay. It is used to make a logo. Okay. And it is heading and a navigation panel. Navigation panel, as you can see, is a block element. Heading is also a block element. Here I have a circle, have set the position, colored it, filled the color, then I have a text inside it, positioned it properly, and where I want to set its position. Okay, I have filled it with the color white, set the font size. This is so simple. Fine. This here are SVG tag ends. Next here's the HTML element here's the heading HTML element of it tells the heading of the web page. It's so simple. The navigation panel, it has 3 anchor tags. What this hash represents, now you might get confused. This is used to refer or what I said, linking the web page internally. Okay, I don't know whether you are able to see this review or not. This review, when I'll click on this, I'll redirect here on the review section of the web page. So linking the web page internally, or if I have written something else like google.com in this href, I'll redirect to the google.com page. Okay, these are 3 anchor tags I have added. Okay, here it ends our header field. Next, there's a div field as the body. Fine. Inside the body, there's a container. Inside this container, we have all the tags. The marking tag, this is the element of HTML5. Whatever you see, this scrolling, welcome to the reading corner, and so on. This is because of the marking tag. Okay. Next is the section. The major section. See, there are 3 sections over inside the body. As I said, every anchor tag refers to one of the section. Okay. This is the home section. Right. This is the book section. Is clear that we can expect. Okay. And this is the review. Okay. Let me explain in detail. So here's the heading, as you know. Next, the table element. Caption, I have told earlier. The T body, it's the main body of the table. It has 3 rows. First row is the header. Next row is this Alex and crime mystery thriller and so on. Here I've used row span. This means, as I've told in the PPT, row span is used to tell how many rows this cell will occupy. Okay. Next, the last row, it has just one cell. See, this is written inside the second row. Okay, see here. Sorry. Okay, this is the second row, and the first, the silent patient is identified as the cell of the second row only. So in our third row, we have just a single cell which occupies 3 columns. Which occupies the 3 columns that of where it is written the author name, the details, and the price. Okay, here the body of the table ends, and the parent table element also ends here. Next, here I have this HR, where it is, here it is. Okay, here's the div element, which, as I said, div is used to enclose similar kind of elements. So to enclose these things, the title, the header, and the image of this particular section, I've used a div where I have this heading, this image. I've used the relative part to display the image. This is in my same folder as this file is present, this HTML file is present, and a paragraph. In this, I've used the bold tag and the italic tag to italicize and bold the particular content. Okay, fine. Next, again, I have an HR rule to segregate the things. Okay. Then heading, an unordered list, and an ordered list. These are three list items: fiction for the non-fiction, for a fiction, non-fiction, and so on. And here, and the name of the authors. Okay. Here the section ends. The first section, which I've named as home. So what I said, we can link our HTML internally also and refit the pages internally. This is done by using the ID attribute. Whatever I write in ID, the same I have to write in the href of the anchor tag. Okay, so where is my anchor tag? Let me go. So here it is. I want to refer this anchor element to the home section. I've written the ID as hash and the ID. Okay, let's move forward with the second section of the web page. In the second section, I have displayed the tags like heading, so a different type of heading, H4, and again a different kind of heading, etc. Next, I have an audio. See, here's the source, which says from where I have to extract the audio, what kind of audio it is, and something which it says when audio is not present or this is not able to render. Okay, let me play.
Mr. Klein's story time.
Hopefully, you are able to listen.
Hello, my name is Mr. Klein.
Plate. Then he scoops some food onto the apple's plate.
Let's move ahead now. Okay. You can extract this audio from anywhere as per the need. Sorry, I'll just close this. So here's again another div heading, a subheading, and this is the trailer of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Fine, you can have the audio. Nice. So I've set and the attributes like width to 45%. It occupies the 45% of the width available on the screen. Okay. Controls are autoplay. I've set the default properties to autoplay. It will autoplay whenever it finishes, muted, and it works out. Okay. The section ends here now, and let me close this, minimize this. Let's move ahead towards the last section of the web page. It has a form. Okay. This is a placeholder, as I said, a rating. There's using the radio buttons, checkboxes, again an input field. Then there's review section, an upload file option, and so on. I'll show the demo. Here I've not written anything inside the action because I don't want to send something to any of the pages as a demo, and I'll be using method as post, a basic. Okay, fine. As it is a review form, it's simple. I have to save the things inside my database. Okay. So here's the label. As I said, the for and ID is used to link the label and the C. Okay, these are linked. So whatever I write as Kanishka. Let's see. This input field has given email as the type. Okay, what it does is, if I have not written this. See, it says that it's at the rate is missing and things are missing. So I have to write it properly at the rate gmail. Okay, sorry. Next is the rating. I can click okay, anything. Okay, I'll give the top rating. Genres you like, it's whatever you can. What? See. Okay, to write the this radio buttons, you have to give a name as same. You have to give the same name to every label on the every input field of the radio button. Fine. Next we have the checkboxes. So here also I have given the same name to tell this is the same type. These are referring to something uh, with the same. Okay, they are used to club the things. Okay. Next is again a div and an input field. The last is the text area. See, there's a label and a text area where I've mentioned rows and the columns. Rows are stored and columns 50. I need 4 rows and 50 columns. More next is the upload PDF. for the photo. Okay, same ID and same for file type. Oh, sorry, input type is field, name is photo. Let me put something. Okay, open. So it is uploaded. Let me write something here also. As I've mentioned the fields as required, I'll not be able to submit the form without filling all the required things. Okay, so see, see this. I've set this property as required if I have not written name. So I'll not be able to submit the form. I've written this is good. I've chosen the file and trying to submit. See, this is missing. As this is, please fill this field. Okay, I'll write. Nice. I can also clear the form. This is set as reset one. Let me get to this. Okay. Here it is. The type is reset. Okay, upon submitting, it will not redirect to anywhere as I've not mentioned the place where the form data has to be set. Okay, so back to the page. If I want to clear the form, see, that's easy. Last, the footer of the page. Here I've added a paragraph. Inside it, I've written a copyright symbol and the things. So this is all about HTML and HTML5. This is a basic description. Fine. I'll also show you the code. See, this is the original code. Here's the image which you have seen. Oh, here it is. This is the audio, and here's the video. Okay, so this is the whole code. So thank you so much. If you like the video, do like, share, and subscribe, and share with your friends. See you next time.